and does amazing things. We need other movements that are allies, that maybe people that aren't as religious don't want that aspect, but all work together towards the bigger goal.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And that's why I tell people, just work with each other, put aside the little egoistical problems, and then move forward. And we got this enemy.
We've done a great job of doing it too.
Yeah.
We've gotten to, like, hey, trying to, if there's something public, give someone, you have the guy's number, give him a freaking call before you blast him on public, stuff like that. It's like, do private chats. Occasionally there's still little people that don't quite mix. I know you've had a few,
yeah, I got to do some.
It happens
cleaning
though.
house.
Sometimes there's someone that you disagree with and you have to call them out publicly. That's just
that does happen.
There are times where something's too big of a disalignment where there has to be a public feud. So I'm not saying you have to 100% avoid those, but for the best case, we need to work together.
Yep, absolutely, I agree 100%.
Let's see if there's any interesting audience questions. I saved a few, and then we can wrap this up and go maybe hit the lake or something.
Yeah, we'll go hang out with Dan.
See, what's the first one? What is your opinion on the Talmud?
I think it's wonderful. No, I think it was sent back to hell where it belongs after that fire.
Yeah, I went and looked through it after that. You can have sex with a 3-year-old in there?
Yeah, there's some disgusting
What do you think about
things in
that? That was kind of a huh? And when I posted that, one of my friends like, hey, that's not true, take it down. I'm like, I did a lot of research. It's true,
There are some memes out there that have the incorrect things, but you could actually go to safaria.org or whatever and see what's written there. Yeah. And they in the Talmud they say Christ is burning in hot semen and shit, and they'll say no, it's not Christ, it's some other Jesus. It's like, but the thing is that Jesus who got punished in that way is what Christ did also. It's the same punishment.
Yeah, it's obviously the same guy.
Exactly. So, but even if it weren't, it's the same punishment Jesus would get. But Balaam is the code. It's him. It's literally him. And I've seen rabbis admit that it's him. But again, going back to pedophilia, like the Talmud is like a book of laws about the Torah. Yeah. What can you do? And they say things like, if you want to do evil, go in this other city. Did
you rob a non-Jew, kill a non-Jew?
Right.
Again, obviously not all people that follow the Talmud believe this, but it is in the book. And I think people should be aware of that.
I mean, some Jews might not even know about this at all. The Babylonian Talmud is like almost, some people argue, a perversion of Judaism. There are people who say it's not the same. People say they do. Either way, it's what's in there is really anti-Gentile. It's super racist, supremacist. And it gives the Israelis this mindset that they treat the Palestinians the way they do. Yeah. That's why I torched it as an act of, again.
Yeah, like I said, my one friend, it's Andrew Meyer or something. He's a friend of mine who wanted me to take it down, but I'm like, bro, I just can't because I think it's true. He says it's true. I'm like, but it is true. I did the research. I'm sorry that I'm offending you.
Does he refute it?
He was trying to say it wasn't the case, but
well, where's the refutation?
Yeah, but
there's never a refutation.
No, that's what I told him. Like, you're my friend. I'm not like trying to. I think you are. He is a good Jew. He is strongly against the genocide going on in Netanyahu. So I like the guy. So I didn't want to be
He's
like.
not a fan of mine though.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well I get along with him.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
I think he might be in Vegas right now. Maybe we go. Maybe we can meet up.
Bring him to the boat.
Yeah, maybe I don't know about the boat. I don't think that's maybe somewhere else. Yeah. I don't know if Dan's gonna bring him on the boat. No. Maybe do something else. But no, he's an extremely nice guy. Okay, let's go through a couple more questions real quick. Did the Jewish community condemn the people harassing you, or are they doing anything to stop people harassing you?
That's so this is another thing about Jewish supremacy. Some Jews will say, I disagree with this. Like one or two, honestly. Most of them are saying you deserve more, you should be in prison. This is what you like. Even the locksmith, karma's a bitch. Yeah. I'm like, they never correct each other. And in fact, it's in their religion. I forgot the term, like some weird thing in one of those. I don't know if it's in the Talmud or whatever, but it's like you cannot rat on your fellow Jew publicly. So in private, like, hey, stop, but not. So you'll never see one go underneath the Jew and go, hey, stop doing that, man. They'll just say, I disagree with this. So, like, for example,
that's a code I follow with my friends, but for a whole people, that's a little.
It's literally like a mafia code. You don't refute your fellow Jew in front of the Gentiles.
Yeah, because my friend, I would never confute him. I would always do it in private. So I get the perspective.
But
when you have millions of people, that's kind of.
But no official, like the ADL, they'll go, hey, stop doing this, Lucas Gage. Hey, stop anti-Semites, and say, hey, we disagree with this. Don't do it to his family. Sharion.org or. Canary Mission or whoever. Jews are the goat. This guy is laughing about it, thinks it's great. This guy is really cool. He says, I disagree with this stuff. I would never do that, but doesn't stop the people he knows are doing it. Right?
Yeah. If I hadn't had Jewish friends now, to be honest, because the way I've been treated and the stuff I see on Twitter and the mass, it'd be so easy. I could see how people would be like, man, screw these people. Yeah. But fortunately, I've had, like two of my best friends are Jews. They've been honorable people. Yep. They even though one of them really disagrees a lot with what I'm saying, they still stood by me. They've I stay at their houses, so like there's definitely Jewish people out there, and that's actually why I always resisted this conspiracy of Jews control the world. I'm like because they weren't in on it, but it's a small group, and these guys are used as pawns.
Yeah, well they're easily deceived to do it. Yeah.
Let's see. We'll do one or two more questions. How did you get doxxed? Does doxing development as a coordinator push back against his message increased? How was the Social Security compromised? From a security perspective, at this point, do you consider relocating?
Yeah, so relocation is really top priority right now. I mean, we could just sit there and go, no, we're not moving. Fuck you. And just sit there and take the abuse until it ends.
I think for the family is the hard part.
But
for you, I don't think it would be, but...
They might, let's suppose they stop tomorrow. That doesn't mean they won't start next month. And you don't know how many people are in this group, and it could be different groups at different times. So the fact that we know where we are, that alone is an anxiety thing for my wife.
Yeah,
and
I think for probably a lot more.
And
for
plus,
you
honestly,
a little bit, but
yeah, for me too.
We have PTSD too.
Exactly.
So
my
yeah.
PTSD is the anxiety part. I'm sitting there like I literally sat there by the window like this. Who's that? Amazon? Oh no, it's pizza. Like everyone that comes to the house. My dad swatted me on accident. Not swatted, but he showed up unannounced. I'm like, it's my dad. It's the anxiety of someone could show up at any time. That's it. It's an intrusion on privacy. But yeah, so location is number one priority. How they got my social, I have no clue. I have no idea. I got doxxed years ago. That I know because I shared the picture of my home when I bought it from the Zillow picture. So someone did reverse. It was stupid. I didn't know people were sick like this.
Yeah, that's why I very purposely don't put my home on there.
Yeah, I didn't know people were sick.
An LLC. I keep it as hard to find as possible.
Yeah, so that's what I need to do next is sell my home. And look, my home doubled in value. The market sucks. I'll just buy a house in cash somewhere better with better gun rights because I can't have a gun in New Jersey. So then I might as well move anyway.